Field of 5 loading in. Nurse Sadie. Lori Attack. Creole Angel. Lady Di. Golub's Domain. Kelly Mulvaney, our official starter on the button, ready to go a mile. And they're off and running at FanDuel Sportsbook and Horse Racing. Rank away in the opening stages for Creole Angel out the back. Hard to hold back the speed of the outside runner, Golub's Domain and Victor Santiago. Overtaken on the underneath portion by Lady Di, and a little bit of a surprise there. Lady Di going to sprint by Golub's Domain. Will have to be back in second, 3 lengths in back of the leader. That same margin back to third place sitting Lori Attack. On the inside is Nurse Sadie for the 25th maiden start. Now sneaks through that inside rail opening to third place status. Way back still Creole Angel not feeling it, double digits behind the wide runner Lady Di, and Javi Diego well off that inside plastic is out by about 5 lengths from a retreating Golub's Domain. Has some company in that of Nurse Sadie, who goes right underneath like a shot after that front runner. Way back we have Lori Attack in fourth, and Creole Angel still about 11 lengths last. Off the pace under right-hand urging, getting out under Javi Diego as Lady Di. And now, both catching from second and third. Nurse Sadie nearest us. Golub's Domain back into the bridle, now settles back, but there goes Nurse Sadie and Elizabeth Thurman out there on the inside rail with 2 furlongs left. Of swallowing Golub's Domain, who is back in second. The rest is too far back. Creole Angel overtakes Lori Attack, who retreats completely out of it, but it's over up top. Nurse Sadie, odds on, 3 to 5, just rolling away like she's the only one out there. Was 0 for 24 coming in. Guess what? 1 for 25. Will win by 12 in the end. Lady Di for the second spot. Creole Angel, Golub's Domain, and Lori Attack finished last. Race number 1, Celebration of Life for Judy McGovern. Greats Nurse Sadie and Elizabeth Thurman in the winner's circle. Owned by Dale Schmidt, trained by Robert Pumpel. Nurse Sadie is a 6-year-old chestnut daughter of foreclosed out of the Goliard mare Golden Nurse, bred in Illinois by Dixie Har. The winning time over a mile, track fast. All 5 ran 1:42 and 3/5 of a second. Second race to go a little bit farther, a mile 70 yards, $4,000 claimers. Open claimers, been facing one another for the last couple of seasons now. Race number 2 to go to the gate in 21 minutes at 1:28. Still have at least 1 minute. They are approaching the starting gate. American Success loading in well before the others get to the gate. Stall 3, Mr. Lovemaker is up. Joey B, Davka, late running Talkative Jack, stall 5. In the gate, flag is up. Mile 70 yards, they're off and running. A sprinting start for Mr. Lovemaker to show the way with American Success. Up there is Davka to relinquish that early front-running status as they go cruising by the 7-furlong pole. So it's Mr. Lovemaker, Davka, now getting into it, just passes American Success, will be back in third just by about a half length. Back in fourth, 4 off the early fray is Joey B, the late runner, and then Talkative Jack takes his seat at the customary back of the pack. They go cruising by, literally. The 5.5 they go. It's still Mr. Lovemaker by a length and a quarter over Davka. Well relaxed underneath Javier Tavares. Inside running American Success and Roman Hernandez pinned to the fence by Joey B, who's sitting very well about 3 or 4 paths off the inside rail. Talkative Jack closer than usual in this diminutive sized group of 5, just about 7 lengths from front to back. They go into the turn number 2, the Gateway Arch corner. It's Mr. Lovemaker by a length and a quarter. asked for everything that he has is Davka, but not responding terribly well. Joey B passes Davka on the far outside. Inside, American Success is gaining, and given his cue on the inside fence, Talkative Jack and Elizabeth Thurman, they line up past the 300. New leader, American Success, out to a 2-length cushion. Here comes Talkative Jack along the inside fence. Davka not without hope. Floundering late Mr. Lovemaker, never involved Joey B. It's American Success. American Success at 5-1 again. Davka for second, Photo third. Talkative Jack or Mr. Lovemaker. Into the winner's circle, third time this meet. Number 1, American Success and jockey Roman Hernandez. Owned by Acres of Green Limited, Joshua Appleton. Monty Beasley, the winning conditioner. American Success, 7-year-old gelded son of American Lion out of the Grand Slam mare, Slam and Success, bred in Illinois by Doug Linville. That winning time, 1:45 4/5 over a mile, 70 yards. All 4, that's all 5, ran in today's second. $12 and $3.80. No show wagers with a field of 5. Go with a field of 6, and we'll shorten up to go to a mile distance in the $4,000 maiden claimer third. That goes to the gate at 1:57 in just 21 minutes. They're now approaching the starting gate. Still have just under a minute. They've reached the gate. Tears on a River, Wave the Gold move in. Symbolist. Travel Account. A Wind Beneath My Wings. Eugene moves in, stall 6. Almost closed into 3, still out the back. It's still open. And they're off and running. A pretty attentive beginning for all. A Wind Beneath My Wings to take charge. Underneath that one on the rail is Tears on a River to vie for that early track position and has it underneath Elizabeth Thurman. And this one will get out to the lead, or Tears on a River out by 3 early lengths. From both Symbolist and A Wind Beneath My Wings, who are back in the exacta spot together. Then well back to Wave the Gold, the 7-year-old, has about 7 lengths to give. And then way back there we have Travel Account. Towards the end is Eugene, customary late running sort, is out by about 13 lengths last. Tears on a River, still out by 3.5. Over both Symbolist and A Wind Beneath My Wings, running as a pair continually down the backstretch. Wave the Gold and Juan Molina, not without hope, well off that inside fence, runs 4th, with Travel Account 5th, about 8 lengths off the lead, with Eugene closing in on that rail drive. Skipping along on the lead, head on chest for Tears on a River, but has company now. Here comes Symbolist and Yero Rodriguez on the board, odds on at 4-5 to climb right up and go right on by. Symbolist out to a length lead over the longtime leader, Tears on a River, who recedes through traffic with Travel Account into the bridle in 3rd and on the move. Far back, Wave the Gold not giving way yet. Traffic troubles briefly for Eugene, had to slam on the brakes at the 300. That gave Symbolist a head start inside the final furlong. It's Symbolist. Yero Rodriguez has given the field the slip and is gone. Symbolist will win handily. Still a maiden. After the 25th start was Eugene, who might have outsnapped Travel Account for 2nd. It was Tears on a River for 4th. 2, 6, 5, and 1 for race number 3, 2, 6, 5, 1. Through 3 races, the Slick Pick 7 follow along 3 to 5 in race 1, 5 to 1 in race 2, and another favorite here in the third, 4 to 5 through 3 races. Stepping into the FanDuel Sportsbook and Horse Racing Winners Enclosure, number 2, Symbolist and jockey Yerra Rodriguez. For owner and breeder, Greg Mickelson. Steve Manley, the trainer. Symbolist, 3-year-old gelded son of Dahar. Out of the Alphabet Soup Mare, Hard to Read. Bred in Kentucky by its owner. The winning time, the mile over a fast track. 1:44 3/5 of a second. All 6 ran in the third. In the upcoming 4th race, win wagers. You can play rolling daily doubles and rolling pick 3s and the 50-cent pick 4 as well. There's only 2. We scratch out the 1 River Cactus and the 4 Silver Quarters, and we sprint 3/4 of a mile. Yield match race commences at 2:24 and 21 minutes. The 2 and 3 go at it in the upcoming 4th. Approaching the starting gate. The two combatants have reached the starting gate. It starts the 50-cent pick 4. DeYank is in. Hidden Promise to move into stall 3. Flag is up. Match race is on for the 4th. And they're off. A perfect start for both. DeYank underneath Hidden Promise. It's an Illinois bred versus Kentucky bred. And having that advantage in the match race, DeYank gets out to a half-length cushion. Hidden Promise, to try to mow this one down, seems a willing sort. Now backs off a little bit more, 3/4 lengths back in second. DeYank to show the way down the backstretch run, moves willingly, and now it's truly on. They're dead even as they go towards the half-mile pole. It's DeYank and Hidden Promise, nothing between them in this match race that went the first quarter mile in 23 3/5 of a second. They're deadlocked in battle, just what we want to see in a match race by the quarter pole. Outside Hidden Promise, inside DeYank and Joe Barrios. Fanned out wide is Hidden Promise by the inside presence of DeYank, who now takes command inside the final furlong pole, is on the board at 1-5 and scoots clear. DeYank for Lawrence Gavilski II, Keith and Colin Throme. The match race winners here by just about 4 over Hidden Promise and Alvin Ortiz. Fourth race official, the exact at $2.60. $2.40 the Win Mutual, a number 2, DeYank. And jockey Joe Barrios, now in the winner's circle, owned by Lawrence Gavilski II, Keith and Colin Throme. Jimmy Watkins, the winning conditioner of this 5-year-old gelded son of Regal Ransom, out of the Afternoon Delights mare, Mrs. Obvious, bred in Illinois by South River Ranch Incorporated, winning time 1:11 3/5. The 1 and 4 were scratched from the 4th race. Upcoming 5th race with a field of 6. 6 furlongs the distance, fillies and mares, non-winners of a race this year in 2021, or non-winners of 4 races in their careers. Jockey change on the 3, I Wanna Hero. Make the rider of the 3 in the upcoming 5th race, Juan Molina. Post time for the fifth race is at 2:51 in just 20 minutes. Still have time for all wagers, at least another minute. Heading to the gate. Fillies and Mares reach the starting gate. Stormy Empire odds on 3-5 moving in. Sing Kitty Sing. Looks like Ms. Clipper goes forward before Hold the Spending. I Want a Hero. Outside stall, My Wife is Boss. Field of 6 at 6 furlongs. Flag is up, ready. And they're off. Out the back, when the gates open, Stormy Empire and I Want a Hero. Attentive to the early break is Hold the Spending and Euro Rodriguez. Build up about a length and a half. A hustling Stormy Empire to gain, but does not secure the rail position yet. In a bit tight behind Hold the Spending, who still is the dictating speed. I Want a Hero, much improved now in a joint third with My Wife is Boss, covering that one up in fourth. Back in fifth, Ms. Clipper has to do about 8 lengths better to win this one, and Sing Kitty Sing, the 11-year-old, is still out the back by double digits. Around the turn, Stormy Empire and Victor Balin out to 4-5 on the board. They're out by a length and 3/4 and widening. And under wraps, Hold the Spending, right hand urging. On the outside, moving up, widest of all is My Wife is Boss. Might have a say inside the final 300. Crosses being thrown aboard Stormy Empire now. Left hand urging by Balin. Still out to 4 lengths and is gone. Stormy Empire really scraping the paint. Gonna go the shortest way around, and that's the winning run by 7. Hold the spending for the place. My wife is boss was third. Moving into the winner's enclosure, winner of today's fifth race, number 1 Stormy Empire and jockey Victor Balin. Owned by Araceli Barraza, trained by Antonio Miraz. Stormy Empire is a 5-year-old daughter of King's Empire. Out of Atlantic Storm RN by Stormy Atlantic, bred in Illinois by Sharon Kirby. $362, $42.10 across the board on your odds-on winner, and the 1 Stormy Empire had the claim in for $3,200. Will be going to a new ownership, a new barn. Back to the breeder shed, pretty much. New owner Joanne Gray put the claim in on the 1 Stormy Empire. New trainer Frank Kirby. Sixth race goes the mile distance with a field of 4. No program changes to the upcoming 6th race. The late daily double, if you feel like that. In the 7th race, we have 3 scratches. The 1, 4, and 5 have all been scratched. Field is headed towards the gate, 1 minute. Last chance to wager on the 6th. They've reached the starting gate. Two-Bit Kid and Tetsu. Kozan's Valentine, Stallone. 4 in the gate at the mile. And they're off. Seemed to be an attentive start for all, especially on the inside for Two-Bit Kid and Stallone. The bookends get out together. Past the 7 they go. Two-Bit Kid and Victor Santiago to dish out the fractions from Stallone, and tucked in is Kozan's Valentine in that front-running trio that separates themselves by just about a length. And then way back there is late-running Tetsu and Alvin Ortiz on the board, odds on at 4-5, content to let them go for it on the front end. Down the backstretch they go towards the 5.5. It's Two-Bit Kid, now passed by a neck from Kozan's Valentine, who goes on with it. Stallone throws out the anchor down the backstretch and is passed by Tetsu. Tetsu on the split starts to move up towards Kozan's Valentine. These two going to end up with it as they go to turn number 2, and it's still Kozan's Valentine and Rainier Arrieta. First run over Tetsu and Alvin Ortiz in chase mode, just a length behind. Two-Bit Kid not without hope. Stallone all done. Flounders way back and forth. They go with 2 miles to turn, and it's still Kozan's Valentine out by a length and a half. Coming back to him is Two-Bit Kid along the inside rail. A little drifting for Kozan's Valentine. Not today for Tetsu, who backed completely out of it. Kozan's Valentine, Rainier Arrieta, looking like a good thing, going the 2-turn distance, isn't he? To score handily by about 4 lengths from Two-Bit Kid, Tetsu, and then Stallone. Back in the winner's circle steps number 2, Kozan's Valentine and jockey Rainier Arrieta. Owned by Martin Rios, trained by Jim Maupin. 4-year-old son of Kozan out of the Tisnow mare, Tiza Valentine, bred in Florida by Andrew Femung. The winning time, 1:39 flat, got it done. All four ran in today's sixth. 3-1 on Kozan's Valentine. Seventh and final this day. Scratch the 1, 4, and 5 from the seventh and last. We go with mile distance in the finale. Post time coming up in 22 minutes at 3:48. They've reached the starting gate. Wild Fox. Andrew the Giant. Shellfire. Go for Sherry. Sarrazin. Mia's Moonbeam. And Archer. Archer moving in. Just about packed away. 7 in the gate. Flag is up and they're off. A rocket start for Wild Fox on the inside. Go for Sherry flashes pace. Widest of all from the outside stall is Archer third. Fourth, about 3 from the front-running trio, is Sarrazin, who gains momentum up and towards the inside. And next on the outside, easy to spot, is Mia's Moonbeam, and out the back is Andrew the Giant. About 10 or 11 lengths separates this group as they cruise past their 3/4 pole. Wild Fox out by 2.5 or 3 from Go for Sherry, ensconced in second. It's Archer third with Shellfire in fourth, about 5 off the leadership. A couple of lengths back to Sarrazin, who's not liking the going up that class ladder. Now is committed to the outside run and prompted by Mia's Moonbeam, the gray, and getting in closer order. Andrew the Giant is now only 7.5 off the lead. That is still Wild Fox and Victor Santiago. Guides them around the Gateway Arch corner here in the 7th race of this Tuesday afternoon. Outside Go for Sherry is gaining momentum on the outside. Archer is all in and shoved upon. Way back to the also runners, Shellfire is fourth, Mia's Moonbeam fifth, and moving up on the outside, no bueno for Sarrazin, nor Andrew the Giant, who's pretty much out the back. They head past the 3/16 pole. Now, Go for Sherry has obliged the wagering board favoritism at 3-2 and has gone clear over the top of Wild Fox in the closing race. And it's Mia's Moonbeam coming up late, but it's Go for Sherry to win. Go for Sherry by almost 3. Wild Fox was second, a late close from Shellfire third, either Mia's Moonbeam or a retreating to Archer for fourth. Into the winner's circle, winner of the 7th and last today, number 8, Go for Sherry and jockey Alvin Ortiz. Owned by Brian Higgins, trained by Dennis Higgins. Go for Sherry is a 5-year-old gelded son, a flat out of Sassified by Langfjord, bred on the bluegrass of Kentucky by James Glassmeyer. The winning time, 1:39 2/5 of a second. 3 were scratched in the 7th and final, the 1, 4, and 5. $5, $3.20, $2.40 across the board on your winner. There will be a Slick Pick 7 carryover for Friday night's card. The late pick 3, $9.95 for 50 cents. The late double for $1, $12.60. 50-cent try, $19.70. And remember the pick 7 carryover for Friday night. First of 7 commences at 7:30, and then Saturday night at 7:30 as well. Thank you again for your attendance. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do this. We do appreciate it. And we'll see you back here. Remember that carryover for the Slick Pick 7, just over $1,000 coming in for Friday night.